history sophomore.
Do me a favor. If you turn around, you're going to see in that box there's a red and a white. Unplug the red and the white from that box.
Those were our lineups brought to us by the one and only Mr. Clark. Now just about 7:04 p.m. we're ready for tip-off.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to midcourt for your first half tip-off. Enjoy tonight's game.
Collier gets a hand to it, but after a little scramble, it's out on Jalen Rakes, and it'll be Panthers ball. They'll get the first possession of the game. Rebound by Terrence Henderson. Terrence now settles. It gets Logan. Logan with a pump fake. Thinks about shooting. Opts not to. Back to Terrence. Henderson drives, but he's called for a travel. It's going to go back the other way. Calverall comes into this game at 2-9 with a conference record, and St. Francis with their conference record sitting at 11-1. On polar opposites of the table, you got St. Francis up top in the 1 seed, and Calverall at the very bottom in the cellar. But as we know, the sport is basketball. That rarely means anything because teams can pull something like that. Jalen Rakes, he takes Calverall out to a lead early, 2-0 Calverall.
Calverall's got to use those chances. They won't get too many great looks. And they really did do a great job there.
That's true. They got to capitalize on every opportunity. Here's Rakes again. He drives on West. Ball is swapped possessions. Here's Baldwin. Baldwin to Tolles. Tolles lays it in. Now we got even 2-2 game.
2-point basket, Jordan Tolles.
Whoop. 3 from Henderson, no good. Offensive board by Kevin Collier, something he does amazingly, but gives it away. Here's Jamal West. West with a cross-court pass to Roger Jones. Jones now Baldwin. Back to Jones. Here's Tolles for 3 from deep. Not enough strength on the shot. It's off the front of the iron.
Good defense
Henderson
there from Calvert-Hall. They really need to force those long outside shots for the rest of the game, as St. Francis doesn't really come into this game as a great three-point shooting team.
Here's Logan Curtis. Gets down low to complete the dribble there. Cuts across West. Puts it in his right hand. Goes for a little finger roll. Draws the foul. Basket no good. He'll go to the line for 2 though.
Panthers foul number 13, Jason Murphy, his first, team first. At the line for the Hall, number 1, Logan Curtis. He shoots 2.
Get him on the line, baby. Let's go.
Substitution for the Hall is number 4, Mike Wright.
After Curtis sinks the first one, Mike Wright comes in to replace Kevin Collier. Curtis puts in the second. 4-2 Calvert-Hall. Here's Baldwin the other way. Looking to get something going for St. Francis. They haven't looked too hot to start the game. Tolles inside to West. West is blocked by Logan Curtis. And then Jason Murphy is fouled underneath the basket. He'll go to the line for 2.
Calvert Hall foul number 11, Amir Jenkins, his team's first. On the line for St. Francis is number 13, Jason Murphy. He shoots 2.
Makes the first, missed the second. Here's Jalen Rakes up the court on a break. Outside to Amir. Now here's Henderson. Terrence with a little move. Kicks it back to Jenkins. Jenkins outside. Here's Rakes. Mid-range, just off a little bit to the side. And Jamal West will take it back the other way. Jordan Tolles a little slip there. Loses the ball and is going back with Calvert Hall. Here's Mikey down low. Just a little bit too short. St. Francis ball. Here's Jones, now to Baldwin, back to Jones, in the corner with Tolles. Tolles and 1, got his body inside. That was on Mikey.
4, Mike Wright, his first team. On the line for St. Francis, number 23, Jordan Tolles.
So Tolles looking to make this a 2-point game in St. Francis' favor now. Too strong off the back iron. Now Calvert Hall goes up quickly. Henderson layup, no good. St. Francis the other way. Very fast-paced basketball. Layup from Baldwin, no good. And then Murphy there to finish it off. Some really fast-paced basketball there.
Calvert Hall's got to make mistake-free basketball here if they really want a chance for the upset against St. Francis.
Here's Jenkins for 3. Off a little bit. Great interception by Terrence Henderson there. He read the play from 20 feet away. Got a double dribble on Terrence Henderson. So here's Baldwin. Murphy down low in the post, going against Kevin Collier. The hook shot no good. Amir Jenkins will take it back towards Calvert Hall's hoop. Kevin Collier found open in the paint. Layup, good. What a dime from Amir Jenkins there. That's the fast-paced basketball that Calvert Hall is looking for, and have done a pretty good job of implementing it into the pace of play so far. 3 from Baldwin, no good. They can run again. Here's Henderson. Gets past 2. Layup blocked. St. Francis will match that pace of play. It's off the leg. Oh! Thought it was off the leg of St. Francis there, but it's going to be out of bounds on Calvert Hall. Timeout, St. Francis. 2 minutes, 42 seconds left in the first quarter. And we got ourselves a pretty close game so far. 7-6.
And last time out, St. Francis beat Calvert Hall by 50 points, and Calvert Hall's really doing a great job hanging in this one for now. Only down by 1.
Yeah, I'm really impressed so far by Calverall's effort. Not only are they doing a good job on defense, but when they're going down and they have a fast break, an opportunity to get some easy points, they're not letting that slip. I think the separation between them being down 7-6 and them being in the lead right now is those open shots. You know, Amir Jenkins, Terrence Henderson, Jalen Rakes all had some open looks that just didn't fall, and I think if Calverall really expects themselves to be in the lead, they got to start singing the shots. But real positive start so far, almost a quarter through and they're only down 1, whereas like you said, in their first game they lost by 50. So it's very good progress, and Calverall can ride this momentum. I think if they keep the pace of play high and they keep the ball moving back and forth, they're never going to let St. Francis rest, collect themselves, and show their true skill. So
I would also say that Calvert-Hall, it's essential for them to keep on getting these defensive rebounds, which they've done very well tonight.
Jamal West, Tyler lay-in.
Calvert-Hall, they need to keep up their communication. You know, that's why they were down 1 point. They kept their communication up. They need to keep doing
Shane
that.
Allen in the corner.
St. Francis last game they just had JV. It was down 21-29. It was fourth quarter. They turned up the Jets. They might just be playing around with Calvert-Hall right now. They might just turn up the Jets.
Allen lost the dribble and then fouled.
Attention now. His first team foul. Checking in for the Hawks, number 21, Latrell Whitlock. He replaces Shane Allen.
Here's West. He's doubled. Finds Tolles. Tolles drives up the middle. He's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
St. Francis has to keep up their reputation. They're 11-1, and if they lose by Calvert-Hall, it'll mess up their reputation. But it'll also help Calvert-Hall's reputation because they'll beat St. Francis.
Yeah, Calvert-Hall and St. Francis have a huge history of basketball against each other, and I think the last thing in St. Francis's interest is to lose them right now, being at the top of the league and Calvert-Hall being at the bottom, because the rest of the rivals who are fighting for that top spot will look at St. Francis and say, hey, they just lost to Calvert-Hall. Calvert-Hall was 2-9. So there's actually a little bit of pressure here for St. Francis to do their job. I don't think this is exactly the easiest situation for them.
Yeah, and if Calvert-Hall comes out with the win, it'll be like an underdog story.
Curtis inbound. Curtis from deep. Just short. Jenkins lost the rebound. St. Francis goes up. They have numbers. Tolles with a little fancy spin move, and he'll lay it in with his strong hand. Now it's 13-6.
Jordan Tolles himself right now outscoring Calvert-Hall with 8.
Collier with a lay-in. Under a minute left in this first quarter. 13-8 St. Francis lead. It's a travel on Jordan Tolles. Latrell Whitlock, the junior, he's going to check in and he'll inbound. St. Francis is doing a really good job of full court press right now.
Yeah,
Wedlock had no numbers, but he was lucky that the interceptor actually fell out of bounds.
St. Francis, they're talking a lot. They know their strategy, and they're gonna use it.
Wedlock goes against Baldwin. He's stripped, and it's going back with St. Francis. So St. Francis is doing a really good job of pressing Calverhall, putting them in corners, and that's 2 turnovers right there. And not the best look for Calverhall.
Oh,
So they've kind of succumbed to the pressure right there.
just the first quarter. Who knows what the Cardinals might do?
St. Francis keen to hold this until the very last seconds. It's a foul on Wedlock. All that'll do is just stop the clock, wipe out the shot clock, and it's an inbound for St. Francis.
His first team's fifth.
Actually not terrible. Gave Coach Hassan an opportunity to sub. Here's Baldwin. He has to go quick for 3. No good. Tap in from West though, and that's how we'll close out this first quarter. St. Francis 15, Calverhall 8. So the last few minutes there, not exactly what Calverhall was looking for. They went into a timeout, only down 7-6, and now it's 15-8. But still a bunch of time left, 36 minutes to be exact. So
That was a good lay-in from Jamal West. He saw the ball, might wasn't going in that much, so he saw the shot clock and he just went in and got it.
I think Calverhall's really doing a great job of just keeping this game close. They just don't want it to get away from them because once St. Francis goes up, they're a very disciplined team and they will probably not lose.
So Coach Hassan has an opportunity in between the break right now to just kind of regroup, get his guys on track, give them a new game plan. They definitely have to adjust to St. Francis's technical ability, because if the Panthers get a shot, they have a pretty good chance of making it. So
The Panthers might have something up for the Cardinals. You know, Coach Hassan making up his game plan. Maybe the Panthers have a defense for it. Who knows?
So Calverhall inbound to start off the second quarter. Here's Jalen Rakes. Hands it off, Logan Curtis. Logan with the drive. Pass down low to Kevin Collier. Kevin, two-handed layup. Beautiful start for Calverhall. 2 points to get this quarter going. Baldwin slows it down. St. Francis getting into their own tempo. Good ball movement there. Went down low to number 4, new face in the game, Chad Brown. He was fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Kevin Collier, his second, team 6.
Game's been kind of a little bit slow. You know, they've been having a lot of foul shots. They've been charging a lot of fouls. It's been kind of slow.
Brown misses the first. He'll try to make this a 6-point game with his second shot.
Checking in for the Hawks, number 20, Dylan Bala. He replaces Kevin Collier.
It's up. Got it. 16-10 now. Logan Curtis. He'll drive against Brown. Quick returns on the Jets. Little finger roll. No good. Out of bounds on White. I don't know how that happened, but
Out of bounds. Panthers basketball.
The true freshman in the game right now, number 5, Carlos Alexander, with the ball.
Here's Amir Jenkins. Back to Jenkins. Down low, rakes, layup blocked.
Beautiful block from Adrian Baldwin. That was good. The Panthers got to keep, they have something in store. I feel it.
Baldwin, little Euro step. He's getting fancy. There's another 2-point basket for Baldwin. Now it's 18-10. Here's Russell Ware. Turns it over quickly. Now Carlos Alexander to Chad Brown. Dylan Vlad is there to put some pressure on him, but he actually fouls him. And Chad Brown's going back to the line again.
Number 20, Dylan Vlad, his first team second. At the line for the
Calvert Hall's been keeping it up. You know, you see St. Francis, you know, they're probably going to score a little bit more, but Calvert Hall's, they've been keeping it up.
Brown with his first shot. Got it. Kevin Collier's checking in for Amir Jenkins. Just the second one, 20-10 now. Here's Rakes, quickly puts on the brakes. Outside, Logan Curtis. Kevin Collier up at the key. Down low, Mikey Wright. His shot's blocked. That's got to be like the fourth block of the game so far.
Yeah.
It was blocked by Detwan Montag, who's actually a sophomore. But dude, he's a big guy, 6'8", 190 pounds actually.
That was a beautiful block from Bontage.
That just goes to show the size of this team. They don't have a single player underneath 6 feet. Mikey with a mid-range shot.
Calvert Hall's kind of slipping a little bit. It's 12-20. At first it was 6-7.
Carlos Alexander's pass inside to Montag is intercepted. Rakes with a good little move. Hesitation. Fooled Alexander and he got the layup for free. So Cabral kind of storming back now.
That was a beautiful layup from Jalen. What you see on the court right now for St. Francis, they have number 22, Emmanuel Balogum. He's real big, 6'9", 200 pounds. He's a senior too, so he has something in store.
Here's Chad Brown down low, a little too strong off the back iron. Henderson going the other way. Logan Curtis down low real quick. For three! Logan Curtis. That's all we like to see as Colorado faithful, and it's a 3-point game now.
That's a big one from Curtis. He's got to get those to fall tonight. Keeping this close, it's all the way down to 3.
Yeah, after that three-pointer went down, the entire starting lineup for St. Francis got up off the bench and they're getting ready to go back in. They're thinking, oh, maybe we have a game here now. All right.
Coverdale's really got to take advantage of this St. Francis bench, who is still very good.
As we saw there, Carlos Alexander with an acrobatic finish.
Hey, the Panthers, they have something planned for us.
Here's Henderson, outside the arc. He puts it down low to Collier. Mikey with the little pivot move. No good. Carlos Alexander going the other way. Leans inside, foul, but couldn't get the rest. It's cool, he'll have 2 shots at the line. That's on Kevin, that's his 3rd foul now actually, so he's gotta start being careful. We got still just under 4 minutes to go in the second quarter.
He shoots 2.
Misses the first, sinks the second. This is now a 6-point game. Here's Logan Curtis. He's facing pressure from Rajir Jones. Puts a couple moves, he gets inside. Looked like a foul there. Here's Carlos Alexander. Jones for three. Too strong. Logan Curtis rebound. Here's Jenkins. Right outside of Jenkins. Jenkins, fade away. Not enough strength behind that. It's gonna be an air ball. Tolls down low. Little windmill move. It's a nice save by Mike Wright, but he gave it straight to Jamal West. So he's gonna draw a foul actually after that play. He'll go to the line.
His first team's at the line for the Cavs is number.
It's one of the better passes of the night there from Mike Wright. It's unfortunate that it couldn't go to his own team.
Substitution for the Hall, number 10, Xian.
West sinks his first. Now have a chance to make this an 8-point game. A second underneath, 3 minutes to go in this first half. 24-17. Make that 25-17. St. Francis leads. Shane Allen for 3 in the corner. A little too short. Rebound Mike Wright though. Here's Rakes. Pick from right. Little roll inside. Terrence for 3, too strong. Rebound Tolls. Now Alexander will take it up. He swings it to Baldwin. Baldwin, Jones in the corner. Now Tolls. Tolls loses it. He's going to stay with St. Francis though.
Substitution for St. Francis.
Cavarro's been a bit unlucky today with these calls. I haven't gotten too many of those 50-50 out of bounds calls, but you know, that's whatever you deal with what you're given. And that's what Cavarro's just doing right now. Here's Tolls. Now Jones, he's doubled. Allen and Rakes on him. West with the travel.
Calvert-Hall has been shooting a lot of 3 zone. They haven't been making them. They made like at least two threes out of the whole game.
Amir Jenkins. They replaced Jaden Rakes and Logan Curtis.
So Wedlock back in the game now. We got 3 juniors on the court. That's good to see in a mainly senior lineup, but here's Jenkins. I think it's a 3-second violation maybe.
Terrence Henderson wasn't really paying attention that time.
Actually.
Amir passed him the ball. He wasn't really paying attention. But there's 2 minutes left. 17-25 is almost at halftime. Calvert-Hall's been doing pretty good.
Yeah, we do have to take in consideration that in the reverse fixture at St. Francis, they lost by 50. So it's definitely some progress here. Only down by 8.
I feel like the Panthers have just been testing Calvert-Hall right now. They've been just seeing what they can do, what they can't do. Next quarter, they might come up strong.
That's an over-the-back foul, Wedlock.
And you look up at the scoreboard right now, and Calvert-Hall's really shooting themselves in the foot right now. 10 fouls to only 1 from St. Francis. As Coach Hassan tries to make his case to the refs to try to call it both ways.
West sinks both. 10-point game, 27-17. For 3. Ah.
Can't get much closer than that. And the lead is 10. It's matching St. Francis's longest of the game, which was 20-10.
Here's Jenkins, down low, Wedlock in the corner, 3, bang! And just like last time, once they get down by 10, they start finding their way back. So we've seen our 3 balls so far today. It's been a good tool to close that gap a little bit.
Last time out, Calvert Hall down by 10. They scored 7 straight.
Fancy
Hopefully they can do
roll
this again.
From Jones, no good. It went the other way, and then off the foot of Terrence Henderson, out of bounds.
Substitution for the Hall's number 1, Logan Curtis. He replaces Shane Howe.
Here's Baldwin. Baldwin from deep. 3-pointer no good. The putback no good. It was out of bounds on West, I think. Oh no, he got fouled.
20, Jamal West. His first team second.
Just the second foul of the half from St. Francis there.
A little Bronx cheer there from the Calvert crowd for the refereeing crew. Oh. Great take there from Latrell Wedlock. I'd be scared out of my mind seeing that big body coming for me. I don't think I'd be able to just stand there and take it, but he did.
Looked like he tried to dunk from outside of the paint there. That was very impressive.
Makes it better is he's standing up and playing again. That was painful.
Calvert Hall, they've been playing aggressive. They have 10 fouls.
Curtis goes up. The attempt is no good, but he gets a foul.
2 huge free throws here. They can cut the deficit just down to 5.
Number 1, Logan Curtis. He shoots 2.
Curtis gets the first.
Substitution for the Hall is number 22, Ryan Sand.
Another new face for the game, Ryan Sand. Curtis sinks the second. It's a 5-point game. And halftime.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of
That attempt by Rasheer Jones is pretty close, but nonetheless,
22.
we head to the locker rooms at half. St. Francis 27, Calvert Hall 22. It's an idea. If you told me before the game that we'd be going at halftime down by 5, I'd take it honestly. We lost by 50 in the away game.
And I also think that there's a major momentum switch there going into halftime. If Tulsa would have converted on that insane slam dunk, then they would have all been going in. They would have had a larger lead, but instead Calvert Hall sinks 2 free throws right at the death, and it's only a 5-point game.
Yeah, this is the second time it's happened that the momentum has shifted in Calvert Hall's favor. The first time they pulled it from the 10-point deficit to a 3-point. But this time they need to be able to pull it together and then don't let it slip again. So when Calvert Hall comes back out, they need to have that same urgency, that same kind of momentum.
But now Calvert Hall's got that third quarter looming. Last time out against St. Francis, Calvert Hall failed to score a single point in the third quarter. And it just goes to show how much they've grown over the course of the season, now being down by only 5 at halftime.
I feel like this is like the movie Creed, you know. The dude that Creed was fighting, you know, he was known around the world. You know, St. Francis, they're known around the country. You know, and Calvert Hall is just like Creed, you know, they're coming up, you know, they're giving a good fight. Let's see what's gonna happen for the rest of that game.
Yeah, I love Creed. That's a great movie. But totally, Calvert Hall is coming in as a huge underdog. St. Francis known nationally as a basketball team. Calvert Hall is having a season full of rebuilding. So if they're somehow able to come out in the second half and pull this one out, I think they'd be the happiest basketball team in the world. So we'll be back in just under 9 minutes. Thank you for tuning in. It's 27-22. St. Francis leads Calvert Hall. We'll be back. Stay tuned. We're back for the second half. St. Francis up 27-22. Go inbound to start this third quarter. Here's Baldwin. Just like that, 9 seconds in, and Jamal West is already going to the line.
I wonder if Coach Hassan tried to tell him in the locker room to keep the fouls down. It looks like it hasn't really paid off.
He shoots 2.
West sinks his first. And the second. And back to a 7-point game.
And West the first to double digits in this game. He's got 10 now.
Panthers fouls on number 1, Adrian Baldwin, his first, team's first.
Here's Henderson. Outside Rakes. Rakes cuts inside. Finds Mike Wright. Mike Wright with the two-handed layup. 29-24. Now here's Roger Jones. Tolls back to Jones. Jones now to Baldwin. Baldwin up top. Takes it outside on the wing. Tipped out of bounds by Wright. It'll stay with St. Francis. 19 seconds left on the shot clock. Tolls inbounds. Now West. West with a little jump step. Yeah, he gets it. Here's Curtis. Jenkins outside for 3. Sinks it.
And he hit it right in the face of the big man West.
You haven't really noticed it today because they haven't done that much, but Cavalro's near flawless from 3. So if they start looking for more shots out there, maybe they'll cut this lead a little quicker. Who knows? Tolls from 3, no good. And that's something that St. Francis has struggled with. I'm not even sure if they've sunk a 3, honestly. Out of bounds during the attempt for a rebound. Cavalro ball.
This is a good chance for Cabral to start a big run here. Hopefully they can get some points.
Wright is going to go to the line. He got the foul. Foul was on number 13, Jason Murphy. And we're about to see our first substitution of the game of the second half. Number 12, Kyrie Staten, is a sophomore for St. Francis. He's getting ready to come in. Wright misses the first, a little too strong.
Substitution for Panthers, number 12, Kyrie Staten.
Now Wright looking to make this a 3-point game. Too short.
If you're Cabral, you really can't miss these free throws.
Oh.
Looked like he got mostly the ball there. That's an interesting call by the ref.
Well, Jones is going to go to the line after that foul call. That was on Terrence Henderson. Here's his first. He got it. Now to make this a 6-point game. Curtis is doubled. He got cornered right there. Here's Henderson.
Seems to have
He's tripled.
the Panthers haven't missed a free throw this whole game.
Henderson really just got triple teamed. That's some brave defending there by St. Francis, but it paid off. Here's Jenkins. He draws a double. Curtis in the corner. Put a little move on, but got called for a carry. St. Francis ball.
Panthers basketball.
Here's Baldwin. Staten with a three-point shot. Hit the rim, bounced over the backboard, out of bounds, Coverall.
Coverall's getting a little bit lucky with the lack of three-point shooting tonight from St. Francis. They really haven't gotten any to go.
Curtis wide open in the corner. Three-pointer, no good. Henderson collects. He goes in there, no foul. Ref said he went straight up. Baldwin almost loses the pass there. He'll settle down. Now look for an option. West inside. Passes Staten, who's just a little bit behind him. Bounced off his hands, out of bounds. Ball will go with Calver-Hall. Here's Kevin Collier.
Man, you got to watch out for Ace Baldwin. He plays like a safety out here. It's a quick little run there from St. Francis. They'll get 4 in a row. And Calverdale's really just got to stop these runs from St. Francis if they want to stay in this game.
Yeah, Carroll just keeps clawing themselves back, but then once they get a sight of daylight, like they're almost there to the crack in the door, then it shuts back on them. And St. Francis gets a little mini 4-point, 6-point, 8-point run, and all of a sudden it's back to a 10-point deficit for Calver-Hall. So they need to do what they've been doing, hitting the three-pointers, getting good defensive stops, some fast breaks, some good easy lay-ins, some free throws. But then once they do that, they have to keep doing it. You know, they can't have any lapses in momentum or in intensity. They just need to keep the foot on the gas, and what they've been doing is kind of letting it off a little bit. And that's allowed St. Francis to get like 4-6 points and then add on to the lead.
But I also feel like the Panthers haven't put their strategy in yet. You know, they're just holding it for like the fourth quarter. They analyze what Calver-Hall's been doing the whole time, so they might just put up their strategy.
Yes, just 12 minutes, just over 12 minutes left in this entire game. 4:32 left in this third quarter, and Calver-Hall only down by 8, so it's not terrible. But they could easily be winning right now. They've gotten so close many times, but they just haven't been able to capitalize on the final opportunity. So I think Calver-Hall, I expect them to do it again, but I think that this time they really need to capitalize.
Yeah, I feel like the Panthers have just been taking it easy on the Cardinals.
And Calverdale right out of the timeout, give the ball right up. And they can't have any more turnovers, especially when St. Francis has got a run going.
Here's Jones up top, now Staten. Down low to West. Now Tolles. Jones, the play resets. Staten in the corner, down low on the baseline. West underneath the hoop. Went for a dunk. Kind of missed it. But St. Francis back at it again. 3-point attempt from Jones, no good. St. Francis yet to make a three-pointer.
That St. Francis bench doesn't really agree with the call. They were all up on their feet there. That was a nice play still by the sophomore. It was a nice pass there from Curtis. He was using the ref as a shield.
So here's Rakes, little stutter step, backs up Tolles. Jenkins to Collier. Collier lobs it over. Curtis with the easy lay-in. Rajier Jones. Now Adrian Baldwin, just inside the arc. He sinks it, clean as a whistle.
Feel like when Adrian Baldwin always shoots, he only has 4 points in this whole game.
Here's Henderson. His close range attempt blocked. Collier, down low, off the back iron. Tolles now going the other way, he's got numbers. Here's Jones, low Euro step. Reverse layup is good with the left hand.
The lead's back up to its largest of the night, 10. Each time before Calvert-Law's clawed back and made it close again. Let's see if they can do it here.
Here's Curtis. No look pass to Henderson. Henderson was not where Logan thought he was, and it went out of bounds.
Varsity. Number 5, Carlos Alexander.
Clock stops for a shoelace issue.
Here's Alexander. Now Jamal West. Rajier Jones. Adrian Baldwin. Kicks across Alexander. Alexander in the corner for three. Way too strong. Airballed it. But serves as a pass to Jamal West, who dunked it in with ease. 41-29 St. Francis, 12-point game.
That's the second dunk from Jamal West in this whole quarter.
There's foul number 0, Bashir Jones, his first, team's fourth. Foul occurred on the floor, baseline of bounds. Hall basketball.
Calvert Hall kind of starting to lose their momentum. They were losing by 5 in like the start of the quarter.
Curtis' three, no good. Now Jones steps inside the arc, and he hits it from long range too.
And it's starting to get away here from Calvert-Law's as the third quarter woes continue, but a long run can change this game going into the fourth quarter. We've still got 8 long minutes of basketball left.
Henderson in the corner for three. Short. Rebound Jones. The long pass to Carlos Alexander somehow gets to him. Now with Baldwin. He settles down. Inside. The shot from Taquan Busby, no good. It's out of bounds. Calvert Hall.
Two substitutions for the Hall. Number 10, Shane Allen. Number 21, Latrell Wetlock. They replace Amir Jenkins and Jalen Rakes.
Inbound from Henderson. Here's Wedlock. Back in the game for Calvert Hall. He gets doubled. St. Francis with the ball. West was fouled. He'll go back to the line again.
Coward foul on number 5, Kevin.
West has been pretty much automatic from the charity stripe so far tonight, and let's see if he can extend this lead.
He shoots 2.
Couple of subs for Carroll. Amir Jenkins, Mike Wright back in.
Substitution for the Hallmark number 11, Jenkins. Number 4, Mike Wright.
Here's Mike Wright. He's got some space to run. Now with Wedlock. Gets it across midcourt, pulls it back. Here's Curtis.
Coward fouls on number 1, Logan Curtis. His first team's foul.
Foul on Wedlock. It's gonna be his 4th.
Coward foul on number 21, Latrell Wedlock. His 4th. Team's 5th. Substitution for the Hawks, number 22, Brian Sam. He replaces Latrell Wedlock.
Feel like Cowboy Halls, they've been committing too many fouls. They just had 2 in the last, like, 3 seconds.
Mike Wright, his 4th. Team 6th. At the line, the Panthers is number 20, Jamal West. He shoots 2. Substitution for the Hawks, number 20, Jamal West. He replaces Mike Wright.
Here's Curtis, corner. Now Jenkins. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Here's Sand. Allen. Inside Vlad. Jenkins for 3. No good.
St. Francis, 47. Coward Hall, 29.
And all of a sudden, it's an 18-point game for St. Francis. And they're going into the 4th quarter pretty confident with where they are now.
Yeah, the Panthers, they've been taking it easy on the Cardinals.
So not much Cabral did there. It was just St. Francis being really good. And like you said, that's what they can do. They can just turn on those Jets. And all of a sudden, it was a 4-point game. Now it's an 18-point game. So that's why they are they're the best team in the MIAA right now. That's why they're 11-1 in conference play.
I feel like the Panthers, they're holding back their good centers, you know. You have number 13, Jason Murray. I feel like he hasn't been in the game a lot. He's 6'9". You had number 22, Emmanuel Belogum. He's 6'9" too. He's only been in the game 1 time. Panthers have been holding off their good people. They don't have confidence in Cowboy Hall that they'll give him a good game.
Well, just 8 minutes left to play in this game. It's now an 18-point game. So Cabral has a pretty deep hole to climb themselves out of if they can in this 4th quarter. 8 minutes to play. Ryan Sam ready to inbound for Cabral. Here's Logan Curtis. Now Amir Jenkins. James with a little crossover. Long 2, no good. Baldwin rebound. He gives it to Carlos Alexander. Alexander floater off the backboard and in.
Carlos Alexander.
Foul on Baldwin. Curtis going to line for 2.
Panthers foul number 3, Taquan Busby. His first team's
Never mind, that's on Busby.
For the Hall. Number 1, Logan Curtis. He shoots 2.
It's a foul on Cabral. That was on Logan Curtis, his second foul. And with the bonus, now St. Francis will be going to line. And this is where they really start racking up points. It's already a 20-point lead. Now for every foul, they're going to the line. So here's Carlos Alexander with a one-on-one opportunity.
Cardinals need to stop fouling. That's simple. Because you know, Panthers haven't really missed a free throw. If they stop fouling, they won't need to go to the free throw line.
Alexander's no second attempt, no good. Wedlock going the other way. Pulls it back out. Here's Shane Allen.
Remains Hall basketball.
Carroll inbound here. Here's Logan Curtis. Lost it as soon as he got it. St. Francis ball. Here's Tolles. Now Alexander. Little crossover. Splits the defenders. Outside for Staten. No good. Ball is tips. Back with Alexander. St. Francis goes at it again. Just over 6 minutes left in the game. Alexander kicks it inside. The shot from Busby, no good. Cabral taking it back. Wedlock, outside, Curtis, open 3. Elects not to take it. Gets it down low to Kevin Collier. Kevin's shot blocked.
The post hasn't been so good for Calvert Hall. It's probably because the Panthers have all these big people and all they've been doing is just been blocking their shot.
Shot from Belogan, no good. Wedlock drives, kicks out to Rakes. Rakes is fouled. I'm not sure if it's going to be on the floor or to the line.
Panthers foul. It's number 22, Emmanuel Bonga. His first team 6. At the line for the Hall.
It is going to be a shooting foul. Rakes will go to the line, he'll shoot 2.
Shoots 2.
makes the first, and now it is just a 20-point game. St. Francis 50, Calverall 30, 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game. Rakes misses the second. Here's Tolles. Pulls out, Wedlock on him tight. Gets inside. Chad Brown, layup, no good. Second attempt, no good. Rebound, Kevin Collier. Now here's Rakes. Wedlock, 3, bang!
Calvin Collier on a nice run, making it a little bit closer here with around 5 minutes left to go. And it's definitely an improvement over last time.
Calverall, they lost their momentum. They came in from the half losing by 8 points. Now they're losing by 17. I don't know, I guess it was the lack of communication or the fact that they kept shooting threes and they weren't really making it. Even though Latrell, he just got the three, make it so they can come back a little bit. So who knows?
A little tie up there. It's going to stay with St. Francis.
Number 30, Big 20 on the
Inbound Staten. Here's Alexander. Alexander with a nice move, but the shot just didn't fall. Calverall taking the other way. Acrobatic play there by Terrence Henderson to keep it in all by himself. Collier with a nice reception there on the pass. Laid it in.
Yeah, that was a good alley-oop from Logan to Kevin.
It's a nice run here for Calvert-Hall, and they get the ball back. They might still be in it.
That is the beauty of basketball. Out of nowhere, a game can just be flipped on its head. And Calverall looking to do that right here. They were down by 20 a minute ago. Now it's just 15. Henderson's pass stolen by Chad Brown. Brown going the other way. It's a very soft foul, but it is a foul. Chad Brown puts in the layup, and he'll have an opportunity to make this a three-point play.
At the line for the Panthers, number 4, Chad Brown.
Free throw is good. Back to an 18-point game. 3 minutes, 50 seconds left. Here's Wedlock in the corner. He's got Alexander on him close. Drives in, pulls back out. Inside Collier. His shot looked like it was tipped.
And he's leading the Hall in scoring right now. He's got 10.
Tolles inside with a reverse layup. Very quick answer to that two-pointer by Kevin. Here's Henderson. Pass to Curtis. Curtis with a little pump fake. Not enough as it was blocked. Now Chad Brown the other way.
2-1 basket, Latrell Wedlock.
There's a hard foul on Wedlock there. It's a frustration foul as they're down by 20.
Intentional fouls on player number 21.
Coach Justin will call a timeout.
To teams not. The basket counts. Number 4, Chad Brown will still shoot 2 free throws.
So the basket counts. Chad Brown gets 2 free throws, and he might be getting possession after this. I'm not sure. But that really is the dagger for this game. He has a chance to make a 22-point game here.
So the foul called is a technical.
So Brown sinks one of the free throws. Now he'll inbound. And that's an easy lay-in for Leonard Taylor, a new face of the game.
With 2 minutes 58 seconds left, I don't really feel like the Colonels can come back with 23 points.
Oh, I don't think so either, yeah. That would be unheard of. But, you know, it was a good opportunity for them to kind of just develop a little more and just kind of show what they have to coach.
Maybe if, you know, they didn't miss all those threes at first, and if they didn't commit 10 fouls in the first half of the game, because, you know, every single foul they committed, the Panthers always made their free throws. If they didn't do that, the score would be way lower.
You're right. St. Francis is very technical. They're very clinical when they can finish what they started. And when they get a shot up, most likely it's going down. They struggled from 3 today, and I wish we saw more of Calverhall forcing them to take the three-pointer. But you just have plays like this where St. Francis goes down and has an easy layup.
The Panthers were going easy on Calverhall.
Jump ball.
Feels like the Panthers barely turned on the Jets. They turned it on just a little bit.
Here's Brown from 3. No good. But rebound by Carlos Alexander, sort of the story of the game today. Alexander, a little 1-2 play. Pass down low. It's a layup for Leonard Taylor. Now Amir Jenkins the other way. He draws the foul. He'll go to the line.
Panthers foul on number 11, Leonard Taylor, his first team's 8th. And at the line for the Hall, number 11, Amir Jenkins. He shoots 2.
From the last half, from like the foul point at least, Calverhall had 10. The Panthers only had 2. It's kind of even this half. Panthers, they were committing a little bit less though.
Kickball violation.
Kick ball on Terrence Henderson. He'll stay with St. Francis.
That play was kind of cool from Carlos. He made him kick the ball. That was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Three substitutions for the Hall. Number 23, Brooks Rio. Number 13, Bradley Wilson. Number 24, Darian Green. They replaced Kevin Collier, Logan Curtis, and Terrence Henderson.
See, Calvar's coming with a whole new squad.
Whole lot of new faces. We got Brooks Real, Riley Wilson. Amir Jenkins still in the game, but we also have Olu Alaran and not sure who number 20. That's Darian Green, I think.
10-second violation.
Yeah, number 24 is Darian Green.
Here's Brooks Real.
I mean, the positives of this game is it wasn't as bad as last year.
Yeah, at least you can look at this game and say, hey, we didn't lose by 50. But a lot of room to improve for Calvert Hall.
See, Riley Wilson, he was limping up after that play.
His first team's not at the line for the Hall. Number 13, Bradley Wilson. He shoots 2.
Opportunity to make this a 22-point game. Riley Wilson for a second free throw. No good off the back iron.
Out of bounds. Panthers basketball.
Alexander gets fouled by Brooks Real.
Calvert Hall fouls on number 20.
He'll go to the line.
His first, team's 10th.
And for the second straight half, Calvert Hall will get 10 fouls.
He shoots 2.
Three-point attempt from Chad Brown, no good. Stolen by Brooks Real. With the layup.
You see, Carlos was trying to play around with he was trying to play around with Brooks. Brooks stole the ball and he got the layup.
Well,
not the best result possible, but it's better than the last one. St. Francis wins 65, Calvert Hall 43, and Calvert Hall falls to 2-10. St. Francis betters their record to 12-1. So not the best game, but you know there was a little bit of improvement. They did lose by 50 last game, so they held on to it for about 2.5 quarters, and then it just slipped out of their hands. So not much you can really do about that. St. Francis obviously the better team as they are one of the best in the state, but Calvert Hall just needs to take this experience, take the positives out, and kind of translate them over to the next game. So thank you very much for staying tuned with us throughout this whole game. I'm Brady Organt.
Grant Garner.
And I'm Tyler Lochte.
Thank you.